What's up, guys? This is Billy here, Glassmith Pod. I have a very, very, very special trio with me, the Glassmith Gals. You know, I know we're missing a couple, but these three will do. Um, to my right is Clara. Clara runs everything, social media. She's in charge of it all. To my all the way over to the left is Caitlyn. All like art, everything, beautification. Right next to me is Keller. Makes everything special, makes everything, like, really pulls the team together. If you wanted to call the Glassmith a cult, I'd say you got kind of a low-key leader right there. And me, I'm Billy. I own the place.
The real cult leader.
The Glassmith, 2512 Rio Grande. That's the original. 1606 East 6th, 1906 East Cesar Chavez. So, anyway, Clara, tell me about your week. Welcome, friends.
I was in Michigan. My sister had a national cheer competition, so I got to go. It was interesting. She used to do competitive cheer, and that shit was intense. Like, the music, if y'all have ever heard cheer music,
it's crazy.
it's like a club remix, but like on steroids. Like, there are so much like laser
That's scary.
sounds. Yeah. But it was cool to see her compete. And then there was cheer drama with the first and second place teams, because the second place team should have won. They didn't. Then they took it to social media and they were like, we should have won. Y'all are kind of racist. And now it's blowing up all over TikTok.
Really?
And they're trying
That's
to cancel
funny.
like the entire like NAIA.
Damn.
So who was the winning team?
This school called like St. Ambrose. I don't know. They just shouldn't have won. Like, I watched both routines. The second place routine, stellar. They got like a 97 out of 100 the first day, which is so hard to do. They got a standing ovation when they were receiving their award, and nobody clapped for the first place team because we all were like,
Really?
they got robbed.
Everybody there
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Where was the second place team from?
I want to say Miami, Florida.
Okay.
Yeah, or Louisiana. Florida or Louisiana. They traveled a far way. They should have
Okay.
won. Yeah.
Okay. What anything like overarchingly fun happened besides the cheer competition?
I met this lady who used to take photos of Jimi Hendrix and like the Beatles, and like they do this thing called Hash Bash there in this little town called Ypsilanti, Michigan, because in the 60s, 4 guys got arrested for having like 2 joints on them. And then like John Lennon heard about it, and they did like this charity concert thing. So every year they do this thing called Hash Bash, where you just like smoke out and like listen to music. It's like a free
That's
concert.
so fun.
It's been going on for a long time.
Yeah, since like 60s, 70s. Yeah. But I heard about that. That was pretty fun.
You said it's like next weekend.
Yeah, it's
Right.
this Friday.
wow.
It's this Friday. They're really excited. It's like the biggest thing in this town to happen ever. They pretty much said, yeah.
Okay. Very cool. Caitlyn, anything extraordinary happening in your life?
Well, okay, so me and my boyfriend, we just found an apartment, which is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be there for a little bit. I still got a lease going, so I'm gonna be added on a little later. But it's really nice. Like, it's like finally somewhere outside of West Campus. Been meaning to get out of that place. But yeah, no, it's exciting. I'm like, it's fun.
Are you like West Campus is so like confined and homey? Are you like, do you feel like, are you worried about leaving?
Not really. I like West Campus for like the aspect that everyone is there, but then at the same time that also kind of sucks that everyone's there, like at all points of the time, especially in summer when it just goes vacant. Like, I'm kind of like,
You
why
don't like
I?
it in the summer?
See, like, that's kind of where I'm at, because I'm like, I like when the people are around, but then why is there also like a huge time frame where there's no one around? Like, you know, like I want either one or the other one, so I'm going a little quieter. You know, I'm going to like focus in on the art. You know.
West Campus in the summer is like my favorite. I know as it goes on, it's like it's more and more like there's more people there. But it was like, oh my gosh, this place is a ghost town. So you have this place where you can't drive anywhere, you can't go anywhere, and then all of a sudden it just like clears up.
Yeah.
And then there's nobody, and you're like, wow, where is it's like it's the opposite. It's like this weird. The people get closer that stay for the summer, and then when school's in, there's too much to do, too much stuff happening.
Yeah,
I always like that
exactly.
kinda.
It slows down a lot at the Glassmith too during the summer.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, man.
Definitely.
It's fun though. You just get to sit there and do your little thing.
So Keller, I heard in pre-production you were talking about Lego is is decommissioning.
Yes. I saw it online and it was rumored that it was April Fool's, but I read the entire article and I don't think it is. It's called Lego Max is this new program that they're rolling out, and they're basically putting a lifetime cap on how much Lego you're allowed to buy.
What?
Yeah.
They can like
Yeah,
legally
what?
do that?
So they do this program that, you know, if you're passionate about Lego, you're a part of the Lego Rewards program, the Lego Insider thing, where you get points and all of your purchases are attached to your account, yada, yada. So now this is mandatory, supposedly, so they can keep track of what you've got. You know, there are obviously like ways around this. You know, the Lego black market is about to explode.
Sorry, what's the Lego black market? Wait. What?
It's already a huge thing. You know, you see Lego for sale on places that you're like, why would they have this? Like on Depop or something like that. And it, quote, fell off the truck or something like that. Like, this stuff is so expensive. You know, they say it's for kids. It's not. Anybody smart that's stealing is stealing Lego. So this is a thing, yes, especially for the bigger sets. And if you can stash them once they're retired, they're sealed, the money is ridiculous. $1,000, $2,000 for especially like the theme sets, Star Wars, all the like the nerdy stuff that people like myself enjoy. Oh my God. But yeah, it's really, really sad. I don't know. They haven't released like what the limit is. But
Okay, I was about to ask. I was gonna be like, how many Lego products are you allowed to buy? Like, that's kind of crazy.
it better be so high. Like, cause I'm gonna, you know, outside the Lego store, waving down like a stranger, like, hey, can you help me?
Did they put like out a? Did they like what was the statement like?
It was really, really long. It was from someone from their sustainability department was the main thing, because they're framing this, and I think it's true, you know, it's plastic, as an environmental thing, of, you know, how much Lego can we put out into the world before Mother Earth feels the hit.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, we're like there, unfortunately, you know, because it's not just Legos, you know, it's
Plastic's on the chopping block.
yeah. So it really sucks. That's what this really, really, really cool thing is like 100% made out of. So they're trying to do like this whole recycling, you know, putting sets that have, you know, been retired or stashed away by, you know, like the flippers or the people who hoard it and sit on it for money, you know, so someone like me might have a chance to own, you know, a set that otherwise, you know, would be sat on for the next 5 years and sold for $800.
Have you ever thought about doing that? Like flipping them?
Yes, but like that feels bad.
What?
They're too fun to build.
Yes,
Like-
I'm gonna rip it out of the package. Like, oh
Well,
man.
yeah, that's buy two, stash one, hoard, like build one, hoard one.
Yeah,
Maybe
Wait,
so.
that is a way to
You
go.
said that like your second favorite holiday, May 4th, is the biggest Lego day.
Yes.
So
it
is that going to impact your Lego Star Wars Day?
Yes. It was news this morning. Because you know they always release photos of what's coming, so people can save their money and blah blah blah. The sets from the drop this year, they're all like dinky little, like we're not getting any good like UCS Ultimate Collector Series. Like, you know, normally it's one of the big ships, or we've been like begging for a Death Star for years. Like they just said, nope, we're done.
Do you think there's like an ulterior motive? Like is like there like you use
Mafia.
you use plastic as the
believe.
excuse to raise prices of old Lego or something?
I don't know. I mean, I like to think that Lego's a good company who would, you know, just like shoot straight. You know, they're from Denmark. That's what Lego means. Play well in Danish, I believe.
Oh.
That's so
man.
crazy.
Yeah, and they're just now, in order to keep prices down, building a factory in Kentucky. So it's not like we want to make this as expensive as possible. So I like to think that there's no ulterior motive. I love these guys.
Okay, very interesting. My week was like pretty chill. Like I don't think anything out of the ordinary happened. We're working on this new. Well, I guess this is why the studio is like our studio we went from some artwork in a nice little nook, and now we're up against this plywood. That's because we're in a new spot, 2039 Airport Boulevard Smoke Shop coming soon. Yep, new podcast studio in the works. You'll see this place will develop quick. Actually, Catherine was talking about coming and wallpapering this thing tomorrow afternoon.
Really?
Whoa, that's
That'd be really nice.
Oh my goodness.
Mhm.
Does
That's
she need help?
crazy.
I don't know. She seemed pretty, like, she wasn't defiant with me when I just like she was like, I'm coming down there tomorrow, and I was like, Caitlyn, you know they're doing major work in that spot, and she was like, I'll be down there in the afternoon, and I was like, well, all right, deal.
Okay.
I love that for her.
Yeah, no, we love that.
Next week's a lot busier for me. I'm going San Marcos Friday and Saturday, which I think I'll be back and forth, like San Marcos for the night, Austin by day, and then I'm going to
Interesting.
For what?
Bandera, Texas. I'm not sure if y'all are familiar.
Yeah.
Cowboy capital of Texas. And I'm gonna hopefully see the eclipse. I'm not sure if y'all seen the weather, but it looks like it's gonna get it's clouded over.
You're
So
leaving for it?
to Bandera.
Damn. It's
Well,
gonna
yeah,
be busy.
get out of here. That's
Yeah, I
when
was
the
gonna
zombies
say.
come out.
I guess that's smart.
Zombies?
You don't think?
I don't know. I kind of feel like something's gonna happen.
Thank you.
What
like-
kind of
Yeah.
solar eclipse conspiracy you got?
I don't know. Like maybe like the purge is gonna happen. Like everyone's gonna go
Yeah.
crazy. There's
In-
gonna be so many people in
In
Austin.
between 108 and 113.
Yeah. You don't know what
Who's
people can
coming
do.
to Austin? Good people or bad people?
Well, nobody knows.
Yeah. Anyone.
Hopefully people that just want to see the eclipse.
Yeah, hopefully.
You got eclipse conspiracies?
The purge. Like, Keller talked to me
Same?
about it because...
All three are the same?
Well, like, all first responders aren't going to be able to get to anybody for those minutes. That's
Why
what
not?
I'm saying.
Roads are getting shut down.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but that's for first responders.
I mean, just like standstill traffic otherwise.
Yeah. There's about to be so many people
you
in
saw
Austin.
the signs that say don't park on the highway?
Yeah.
This is going to be cool.
Yeah. 2
2
million
million
estimated people.
For the city, that's what they're estimating and like preparing.
1 million people, yeah.
2 mil.
Oh, 2 million people?
That's
good. I
crazy.
said this is going to be the busiest week. The busiest weekend the Glassmith has ever had.
No.
Well, yeah, because usually it's like during South by, the college kids are all gone. So the main location, West Campus, really slows down while the other two locations really step up. You know what I mean? This one, the other two locations are going to be booming from Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday.
Yeah.
College is going to be going crazy. Like y'all are the only people that believe in crystals. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
it's just
like,
like
not true.
yeah. College
is not
girls.
true.
College girls. No?
No.
Old
I believe
women
a lot-
also
yeah.
care.
About crystals.
They own
Yes.
apothecaries.
Everybody grows up.
Like, no.
Oh, no? Okay, all right, let's move
What
on.
about that like rock store that's like off I-45
Men
with
own
that
that.
lady?
You've ever
Oh my god, no way.
Are you talking about Rock Depot?
Maybe.
No,
I think so.
Nature's Treasures.
That is
Yeah.
all. They're
Same
next
thing,
to each
right?
other. They're owned
So
by
when you go in
male.
there, who's in there?
Low-key, it's a bunch of men that work there. So
Work there, but like
But, like,
who's the
in there?
clientele?
Couples sometimes, because it's expensive. Like, hello, you
Yeah.
gotta have a man to pay
College
your
girls.
money.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
My
woo.
boyfriend's dad loves crystals.
Tana's boyfriend's dad loves crystals.
Okay.
Ike's
smart
father
man.
loves crystals.
Shout out Ike's dad.
Yeah, I guess shout out Ike's dad. Okay, so what we have prepared this evening is a card game. From what I understand, any of y'all know how this works?
Yeah. So basically, like the whole idea of the card game, I've kind of picked out some, like selectively. But the whole idea is you're supposed to meet a stranger and you're supposed to play this game with a stranger. And by the end of the game, you're supposed to know each other like really well. So
Okay.
it's like like split into 3 different parts. So there's a part 1 where it's like you're meeting, and then a part 2 that gets like super deep, and then the third one's called like reflection. So you like reflect. I don't know if I have any 3s in there, but I know I have 1s and 2s.
Okay, so
So-
we're keeping it light.
Yeah. We're not
Nice.
going too deep, but they are fun questions.
So I thought about it before this all started, and I guess I'm gonna go first and pick the
Oh.
first card.
Should we shuffle them?
Or do you want to just pick?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, should we just,
I shouldn't take the top. When did you set this game up?
Maybe. Well, I just didn't shuffle them is the thing. I picked them out and just didn't shuffle.
Is it shuffling them that well?
What do you mean that well? I picked this one.
We're playing Go Fish with them.
No, for real.
Okay. So the way this works is that I answer this question, or I ask this to y'all.
Yeah, you ask
it
it
to
to
us.
us.
Okay, Clara, you were randomly selected before the show. You're first.
Okay.
Wow.
What would your younger self not believe about your life today?
that I work at a smoke shop. Like, she'd be like, girl, what's going on? She'd be like, what happened to your dare pledge, sister? Like,
So that's like 5th grade, 6th grade, Clara?
yeah.
Like that's like beginning of consciousness.
Yes.
So
yeah.
what did you think you were going to be doing?
Like, I don't know. Like, I think about, like, when I just wanted to be cool as fuck. And I guess I've succeeded with that.
True.
Good job so
But-
far. So far,
So
good.
far, so good. But yeah, I did not think that I'd be working at the Glassmith. I didn't think that I would be working at a smoke shop. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Real.
like the same for me. Like
Same?
I was never like super against it because I was kind of like everyone tries something once in their life, like other than like crazy shit. But like I was always like but I wanted to be like a vet when I was younger. Like I was super into animals. I loved animals.
So it wouldn't be like a larger perspective, like, well, when you were younger, you wanted to be a vet, and now you're trying to graduate with an art degree.
Mm-hmm.
That's not the biggest, like, that's not what your younger self would
I think
believe about your life today?
Honestly, no, because it was kind of like I already kind of knew. Like I had been drawing since like day one. Like I had always been making
Since she
art.
came out that womb.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm not that interested in dogs anymore. Like, let me just go with my passion. So then I went with art.
Keller?
I don't know. I think, working at a smoke shop is a good one. I mean, that's, just like not a thing.
Taken
where I'm
already.
from.
It's
Yes.
already taken.
I think the biggest one for me would be that I wound up dropping out of school. I feel like if you told little me that, she would have been like, what?
Yeah.
You knew you were pretty sure you were going to be college graduate.
Oh, totally. Like I same as Caitlyn, like wanted to be a nurse. That was my thing for forever since I was a little kid. I don't have brothers or sisters, so it was like, oh my god, like this is like the one thing. Like I got so much validation as a little kid from like being in like the GT classes and stuff like that. And as I got older, I identified with that a lot less eventually to this point. So yeah, I feel like if you told like 5th grade me that, she'd be like, whoa.
Big changes.
Yeah.
From nursing to smoke shop. It's life, though.
It
Definitely.
happens.
Different drugs.
Can I ask a question? I just want to ask like Keller a follow-up question. So like, do you think that if you told 5th grade you that you would just end up dropping out, that you just wouldn't have gone to college?
I probably would have, because like I don't like to.
Just to see what happened?
Yeah, why not? Well, because I mean, if I could have gotten the whole story, like the part that I did go to college for, like I would do again. Not necessarily.
It did lead you here.
Yes, exactly. Not necessarily the college part, but like, yeah, if I would have never gone to UT, hello, I would probably still live in Paris, Texas.
Lana Del Rey wrote a song about y'all, so don't hate. Don't hate.
Comment.
Wait, what?
Yeah, somebody from the Paris News reached out and they were like, she declined comment.
Oh,
You think she ever been there?
the biter.
Good question.
Fake
I saw somebody
sellout.
romanticizing Paris, Texas on my TikTok page one time, and I giggled because I was like, Keller is never like, I love Paris, Texas. I can romanticize it. You're always like, Eiffel Tower, and that's it.
I can't and I won't.
I do want to go see the Eiffel Tower, though.
You can climb it.
That's
Yeah,
okay fun as fuck.
It's short enough to climb. This was a very
On
common
the outside?
activity after high school.
On the outside?
Or the inside. Either or.
Let's climb the outside.
Jungle gym.
There's a ladder. Or it's just this is
No.
like just a climb project.
It's basically built like a ladder.
Okay,
Yeah.
got you.
Trip.
It's made for us.
All right, Clara, you're up.
Okay.
You can pick top or pick whatever you want.
I don't know. Okay.
Oh, okay. Finish the sentence just by looking at you. I think blank. That's the question. Anybody can go first. Don't y'all worry.
Oh, I know this one. So like this is for you. This is for you. Like this is like me just by looking at you, I'd think.
Yeah.
What was it they said? It was so smart. Like oh, you know what I would think? I'd think you like Dippin' Dots.
Oh, damn it. You never
Okay.
escape those allegations.
Let's go.
I look at you and like. Just by looking at you, I think that you loved Littlest Pet Shops growing up. Because
So
you look
true.
like you were a fun kid.
I
And I
act-
love Littlest Pet Shops.
When I was in Michigan, I got one of them little like mystery packs because you could get a mystery Littlest Pet Shop. And I got one. I got the horse. I made a little village. Don't you
The
worry
horse
about
one's
it.
cute.
They're coming back. I'm making a comeback.
I have to go get some. I miss mine.
Target.
True.
Just by looking at you, I'd think that I needed to go through your Depop likes.
Real.
That's a good one.
Okay, that.
Yeah.
I like that.
I gotta see what the fashion queen has on the docs.
I'll let you go through my Depop likes, babe. I'll drop the link.
Special invite. Do you think I've ever been fired from a job? If so, what for?
I made the joke earlier that you like robbed the place, ransom, held people for ransom. But I don't think that you have. I don't think that you have though.
Good answer.
I don't think so either. You strike me as the type of person to be like, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
You've-
Like, you wouldn't do anything to get fired.
Yeah.
Like, you're gonna quit because of some bullshit. Like,
You've quit a job?
At that bakery with them nuns.
I didn't even quit. I love them. Hashtag love them.
So they fired you?
No, I like technically like well I guess so I left, and then they kind of kept me there because they were just like, if you ever need a job and you come back, like let us
So
know.
you're still hired there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still hired.
Okay. I like that. What is this question here?
Do you think she's been fired from a job?
No. No, I don't think so. I think, yeah, I agree. She'd leave before she got fired.
Good answer.
They'd hesitate too long. They'd be like, should I fire her? And then she catch wind or kind of get the vibe and be like, fuck this, I'm out.
That's true. I've never been fired.
Like worst
so,
case. Hmm. Best case, I got a different job. Let's go.
my turn?
Here you go. Yes, ma'am.
Has a stranger ever changed your life?
Thurlow. Teacher.
I,
So true though.
I'd say almost a couple times, but no. Right, like, so, like, me and my homie were in Albuquerque, and we were about to go, I think we were going to Minnesota. Like, we had kind of taken this trip to California. We picked up a bunch of acid. We went back to Albuquerque to drop our other homie off, and then we were going to Minnesota. So we were staying in this hotel. It was like the one night of the trip we stayed in a hotel. Like, every other night was with a friend or in a car. And so we're staying in this hotel, but we're there with, like, a troop of magazine sellers. Like, basically, you know, like back in the day, they used to sell magazines. So you would
Yeah.
have like Us and Discover magazine and all this, Sports Illustrated, and on and on and on. Right? So they used young kids that weren't doing shit to go around the country and sell magazines, like canvas neighborhoods. Just go out there, talk to every old lady you can. And so we ended up partying with these people for the night. We got so far involved in them that we even went and talked to the boss. But
So you were selling magazines?
which was a lot like this. You know what I mean? It was some fucking kind of like frumpy 40-year-old dude in just this room full of hot young people. You know what I mean? So they see me and my boy, and like I guess there's probably a recruiting bonus. So they tried to pull us in. They were like, "Come talk to Chad. Come talk to Chad. He'll tell you how much money you can make." And we ended up saying, "Nah, this seems kind of like a hustle. Let's not get touched and go to Minnesota," which was fun too.
Smart
Interesting.
choice.
So you didn't sell magazines?
No.
What would have been your pitch?
But
Can we hear
would've
your
been
pitch?
that would have been a life changer. I met a girl at a bus station in Newark. Like, we were there overnight.
Wow.
And she was Spanish, and she was going to Ocean City, Maryland. I think this is like when I was fresh 18. Like, me and a homie took a trip across the country, and we ended up at this thing called a rainbow gathering, which is it's like a whole story on its own. We can get into that later. There's actually
Yeah,
anyway.
I want to know.
Some people think it's a cult. So anyways, we went to this rainbow gathering in Pennsylvania. After about a week, my homie was like, I gotta go. After about 10 days, I was like, I gotta go. So I went to New York, stay with my uncle. On my way back from New York, I was in Newark at the bus station. Like, I had gone to Newark instead of Port Authority in New York, because I was going to take a bus all the way home. For some reason, Newark was cheaper. I ended up sitting with this girl all night from Spain. And she was like, you need to come to Ocean City, Maryland with me. But, like, I already had this, like, you know what I mean? It was like this chance encounter. You spend a night with somebody, you're both young. She was from overseas. Like, fuck, she was like, what do I care? So I thought about it. I could have gone on a bus to anywhere. But instead, I just went home.
So you didn't sell the magazines? Like, what would have been your pitch to sell people magazines is now what I'm curious.
Oh, they had one, which is some fucking double sales pitch, which is don't
so
take no for
stupid.
an answer. See if you can enter the house. All the same shit. That,
Sorry,
crazy.
well, that's
that
you never seen. Like, you guys won't get it because you're in an apartment, but like we got like the Vivint man. Or like people cruise the neighborhood trying to sell you shit and they want to come. Catherine fell victim to one of these motherfuckers the other day. Dude,
They love
I shouldn't tell you
yapping.
the end of it. It's like it's one of those things you don't talk about.
Was
No.
it Cutco knives?
No, he was
Damn
okay.
it.
It was windows. It was really, really
Oh, windows.
expensive
Nice.
windows. And
I
so you
was
come
there
into
when he
this,
came.
huh?
I was at your house when he came.
Oh yeah. And so she's like, he's like, yeah, I just want to, give you a safety inspection or whatever. And this fucking dude just walks all around the fucking house and pretends he's doing some shit. And then he sits the fucking wife down. And he does this shit everywhere. When he catches a lady like Catherine, it's like lick, because she's at the house, she's sellable. She's the one that wants to make the house nice. All she needs is somebody to show her how shitty she is and offer her a solution.
What?
I would think that
Which,
this person is
nah.
coming back to like rob me and my house.
Oh,
Yeah,
right?
that's-
Like,
I
yeah.
said, how
that's
the
what-
fuck you let this
I would get so
motherfucker-
scared.
How you let this motherfucker? Anyways, this is still a job today. It was vacuum cleaners for a while. Like you'd go into somebody's house and you try to sell them a whole vacuum cleaner.
One time, this guy on my street chased Jehovah's Witnesses down with a gun, and then he got thrown into jail for it. Good, glad that he did. But yeah, he lived on my street, and he chased the Jehovah's Witnesses down with a gun because they were like knocking on his door. Yeah.
No, mind your fucking business. Don't knock on my fucking door.
So like this was like the beginning of pyramid schemes, though.
No.
No, like the magazine thing is such a pyramid scheme. Like
No,
before,
no,
it
no,
was
because,
white
like,
girls with their hair.
Like Columbia House and all that shit. They already had all that shit. Like the buy 10 CDs. Like you buy one CD, you get 10 free. You know what I mean?
Oh.
What?
Yeah, well, oh. So there used to be this thing called Columbia House, and it says like you get a CD for a penny, compact disc. This is music
That's really
before
nice.
music. So anyway, you buy one at regular price, and then Columbia House signs you up to the membership, and you get 10 CDs for $19. If you ask anybody from the 90s, like there was like 20 years old in 1996, were in debt for a long time. Because the next you sign your name to this shit, and then they keep sending you CDs. Every CD is $16.99, so you got 11 CDs for $11. You know what I mean? You're like, fuck yes, lick. And then they just keep sending you CDs. They never stop. They don't. Give
And then
a
you go
fuck.
into debt for it.
And then you owe it, and they send you to collections. Yeah, it's a whole thing.
Damn.
It's a whole thing. All right, I answered mine.
Wait, what was the question?
Oh, here.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Yeah, no, I don't know.
Life changer. Life changer.
Arguably, I hate to say it, TJ, craziest man I know. Changed my life forever, probably.
Huh.
Oh. Well, like the other day, I was dropping somebody off, and I saw him rolling in the middle of the street, and I said, "Thurlow," and he said, "Clara, I love you, girl."
Or, do
Shouts
you
out TJ.
do you think from knowing TJ you're now a more or less empathetic person?
I wouldn't say that I even really know him. Like, do any of us really know him? Like, I just, like, we all know this, like, of him. Like, have you ever, like, actually sat down and, like, talked to him? Somebody asked me the other day.
That's a nice diversion to the question. But I guess the question was, since you met TJ, do you consider yourself more or less of an empathetic person? Like, has your empathy for people grown or shrunk
Grown.
since TJ?
Yeah. But I wouldn't
Both
say
of y'all
it's
think the
because of
same?
TJ.
Yeah, he's a great. No, not because of TJ, but like TJ's just a great dude. Like I guess my empathy hasn't grown. Like my empathy's always been the same.
Really?
Like yeah, he's just another human being.
I think that's a good way to put it. Yeah, it's just, a different type of conversation that I would normally have. So, like, there's something to be said for it, even though he's a little scary sometimes.
He's got a lot of stories. Maybe they're like
Well,
not
I'm
all right when he
saying,
says them, but like
I don't disagree that TJ has a lot of stories in a lot of places. I would go the opposite way and say that I have less empathy since I met TJ. TJ has taken away empathy that I used to possess, and I know I'm going to struggle for a while to regain that empathy after knowing TJ.
because he always like parted paths.
The
or what?
bad, the good is so good, and the bad is so bad. You know what I mean? So like if you like when you see the good, you become empathetic towards somebody, but then you just get smacked. So then it's like how good am I at getting beaten by TJ? If proverbially beaten, not like really.
I guess, and to
Or-
me and my experiences with him, if you respect him, he will also respect you back.
Agreed. I don't think I've ever gotten into a fight with TJ. Like we've talked, and he's raised his voice at me, and then I've been like, "Don't raise your voice at me," and then he's like, "Sorry," and I'm like, "Okay, true," and then we just keep talking.
That's an interesting perspective.
Yeah.
You said he made you cry?
One time, I don't remember what it was, but I just remember being so upset, and then he like really backed off once I started crying. But like that's, I don't know, I notice whenever I do start to cry, people are just like, "Oh, sorry girl, so sorry girl."
Let me step away real quick.
And
No.
do you think that's a proper defense mechanism?
I don't know how to make it stop.
Okay. Who's next?
Wait, Caitlyn has an answer.
Sorry,
Me, but
sorry.
like, I don't know. Cause like I feel like yes, I just like don't remember a specific situation. Cause like there's a lot of strangers that I meet and then they're like super nice and then it like changes my day, like you know. But I don't know if any of them have really changed my life. But I mean, like, I guess that's a lot of people, because, like, a lot of people that will, like, come up to me, like, in artistic settings, and they're like, what's your, like, story and all that, and then I, like, talk to them, and then I get to hear their story. Like, those people always change me, like, just, like, point of view-wise, but I can't, like, remember a certain situation. I just know, like, certain things I got from them.
So I got a situation. I'll keep it brief. I know I already went with two that didn't. So I met this. I was walking in Savannah, drunk as fuck late at night, and I came in Savannah. You have to make roses. Like you can't just live on the street. So if you're on the street, you have to have like a craft. And so what everybody in Savannah does is they make these little reed roses. Mm-hmm. Anyways, it's late at night. I'm drunk as fuck. I'm talking to this guy. Just had a baby. Got a wife. You know what I mean? Like all these things are going good for me. And I'm sitting there talking to this man, and I'm telling him how lucky he is. Like, I had probably a long conversation with him, 30 minutes. And I was like, you know, man, you're totally free. You can go anywhere in the world. You don't owe anybody shit. You don't owe anybody anything. And then probably like 25, 30 minutes into this long, drawn-out conversation, this motherfucker was just trying to get a little bit, you know, like, just give me my $10 and get the fuck on, drunk-ass college kid. You know what I mean? And so at some point, I just ended up realizing what I had just told this dude. You know what I mean? Like, this dude with a house, a family, a wife, a kid. You know what I mean? That he was the lucky one. Fuck. After that, I changed up. I changed up a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, who's next?
You.
Oh.
Oh.
All right. What's been your happiest memory this past year? Damn.
Camp Flognaw Weekend 2023.
Yes. It was so fun.
Absolutely.
Maybe mine too, because that was the first ever like festival I'd ever gone to.
Me too.
It was really good.
It was incredible,
Yeah.
actually. Like, not only just who it was put on by, but you could tell that it was put on by like a human. Tickets were fairly priced, and everybody that we saw was just incredible. We had so much fun. Got to go with all of our favorite people. In a legal state. 11 out of 10.
Okay.
Would do again. Waiting on ticket drop currently.
Clara?
Probably like a month into being in Utah, I was like, damn, I can really do this shit. Like, I'm living on my own. I didn't know a single person out here, and I made friends. I did the whole shebang. Like, I'm really just out here vibing. Just did it. Not really scared, but also not scared at the same time. That was a nice realization.
That's so true.
That shit's hella scary.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah, it's weird walking down like a new streets. You know what I mean? Like you get somewhere and you're like, dang, let me go for a little walk and like see what it's like here. And it's like everything's brand new, everything's different. You're looking at your phone, making sure you're going the right way and all that. It's like no familiarity. Yeah, even the sky looks different. I like that.
Yeah. And like the scenery was just really different. The people I met, just like being able to walk into a town was really nice instead of like Austin's not really that walkable, and you also don't see like that much nature, like a little bit of nature, but not that much if you're downtown. So it was nice to have like a cute little small town, a nice little grocery store,
Nice little grocery spot.
But yeah.
Right on.
Okay. If we were in a band, what would our name be?
Like all like four
All
of
four
us?
of us.
Okay. I don't know. Someone else go before me.
The Billy Bunch.
Ooh, okay, Brady Bunch. Copyrighted. Just kidding.
We would be a parody band, so it's okay.
That's so perfect. Wait, that would be so good. You're on drums, Keller.
That's so true.
Like Girl Boss in One.
Oh, it's got
That
my
would be a
vote.
good one. That
I don't know how to beat these. Like, is there a band called Smoke Circle?
I don't know.
There is now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yours.
All these wires.
Oh no.
Where'd it come
Oh,
out
you,
of?
you flipped
Yeah,
here.
you flipped.
Whoa.
Do a flip.
My bad. Oops.
I'll do
Okay.
in a chat.
Can you hear me? Okay. How can you become a better person?
I'll go after Clara goes.
Oh God. I don't know. I think that better is always just who are you right now and how do you reach a higher self perspective of like your ideal higher self. What are you doing to become that person? And you never really reach that person because like you're like, oh, I can always be like oh, I want to be like a better friend, or like I want to be a really really good friend. Then you are a really really good friend, but don't you want to be even better? So you technically are never like better, I guess. Like you're always striving to be better, if that makes sense. But like I don't know, like being out in nature, disconnecting a little bit, connecting with the community you have around you. Yeah.
Agreed. No, I can agree with that. Anyone else?
Yeah, I'm trying to keep it like I'm trying to do the right things in order to maintain a more positive day. You know what I mean? Like so like it's not I don't get stuck in negative or positive circles for too long. You know what I mean? So it all moves. So it's like, how do I get through my day is kind of how I start my day. So I'm really trying to focus on starting my day right. Overall, I'm trying to be a little bit more thoughtful, take a little bit more time. Like recently I've caught myself in a lot of moves that I've made that I feel have a reverberating effect. Like somebody would get mad at me, and when somebody gets mad at me, it's too hard to be mad at me. So then they get mad at somebody else. And so now I'm trying to be more thoughtful of how not to like about my personal actions, because it's not just me anymore. Like anytime I'm like in an altercation, it's like it has this chance to go farther than just the first layer. So I think for a long time I was very like, I know that sounds like in the business perspective, but overall it's like I was a first layer thinker. So like if I want to be a second layer thinker, I have to like consider what might happen based on what I do. So overall I'm trying to become less reactionary. To be less reactionary, I'm trying to make time for my day to be reactionary so that I can get over my reactionary behavior before I really take on the shit that's going to make me reactionary. Then I won't be feeling reactionary. I know that's a little kind of blah blah blah.
I mean, yeah, good. Good.
I think for me, I need to get better about being honest with myself. Not just like, I'm going to tell myself the truth. Like, no, like brutally honest, like internally, almost like external looking in type of thing. Like almost, I guess, as honest as I wish other people would be with me. Because like everyone knows being lied to fucking sucks. So like, why lie to yourself? Like for your own ego or like what?
That girl, you should journal, like, because you're the only person reading it. So it's like, okay, you have a space where like nobody else is reading it. Like that's where you can just be like, or do voice notes to yourself, because like it's just you that's listening to them, right? Like so like why lie to yourself for later on in the future? You know what? Yeah, like that's a really good place to where like in conversation it's really hard because you do feel like you have to sometimes like tweak the way that you're feeling. Yeah, but I think that journaling and like just self-to-self talk is really beneficial.
Self-to-self talk, I like that.
Yeah, no, sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I think it's the hour ahead. I've been talking about like, it's like, can you spend an hour on you before you take on the day? Like, are you starting the day on yourself? Are you starting the day on your business? Are you starting your day on your business? You know what I mean? It's not like, I don't know, I think for a long time I was like a believer in sleep. Like, it's like, well, that sleep is the hour that I need. You know what I mean? You're gonna wake me up and make me walk a block. Nah, motherfucker, I want the sleep. That's the hour I need.
That's so true.
But now I'm like, I'm changing up. I'm like, dude, you need the morning time. Do your journaling. Do your fucking shit.
I think that taking accountability for me is also a huge part of like, okay, I need to acknowledge that sometimes I am not the better person, but what could I have done to be this
Seriously.
better person? Okay. But what could I have done to be this better person? Like, how would my ideal self react in this way? And did I react like that? And then what can I do next time to be better and not react that way?
See, that's always good.
Yep.
Self-reflection.
Self-reflection. The self-reflection.
Need that.
Who's up? Last card?
Can I?
Do you think plants thrive or die in my care? Explain.
I want to say thrive initially, but also I'm like, girl is way too busy to take care of a plant. You know what I mean? Like Lego plants, yeah.
Oh,
I trust you. I trust you with those.
the best answer.
Yeah, no, I agree. Like, I was just gonna say yes. Like, I feel like you would take really good care of your plants, but you're just like not home that much.
Yeah.
Like, so like,
That is an
I don't even know
accurate
if you have
assessment.
plants.
I do not. They're
I
all
was
fake.
gonna say, yeah, I was like,
Did you start with real ones?
Nope.
You knew off top.
Well, so we never had real plants in my house growing up. We had cats, and I'm sorry, Mom. I love you. If you're watching this, she'll tell you herself she does not have a green thumb. She will kill it if it's alive. I actually put her on Lego plants recently, a couple Christmases back. Yes, because I was like, Mom, we can't kill these.
Not yet.
So yeah, that has like never been a thing. So maybe it's best I go for the fake ones. I don't know.
big ones are nice.
Or do succulents because they're really low maintenance.
Can take the heat.
And
Cacti.
our Queen Amaya loves talking about greenery.
Love a Maya.
Green
has a
green
green
thumb.
thumb.
Yeah. So like she would be a good person to like propagate from. And like if you just want to start off really teeny tiny small, she would know what to do.
That is true. Propagating it.
She is good with plants.
Mm-hmm.
Her setup is really cool.
No, for real.
Fucking
Looks so
A.
nice.
Fucking A. Well, look. Let's take a quick break and get right back to it with relationship advice or just advice. Ask Billy about you coming after the break. And we're back. So, I said before the break that this was going to be relationship advice or just advice. Ask Billy about you. So, which one of y'all's got a problem?
Like all of us.
Well, what do we want to tackle first? Caitlyn?
Oh.
What? I was just gonna ask how like it is like advice for like glass blowers that are coming up, but like that's
Huh?
all I was gonna ask you for. Why are you singling me out?
Oh.
Like,
So,
I know.
All right. I can answer that.
My bad.
So, basically, from my perspective, is you need to work a lot. It's like hours versus thought. Like, right? Like, so it's like, do you want to be successful? And really good comes down to how many hours you spend. On the other hand, I'm not very good at stuff. So I think there's a certain amount of built-in art that's required. So like me, I not only had to learn how to do the craft, but I also had to learn how to make art or like make stuff that other people thought was art. So like
Yeah.
like mimicry and all this stuff was like this kind of my first foray into that. I'd like to I shot baskets at lunch. You know what I mean? Like I never really sat down with pen and paper. So the biggest advice would be to do it a lot. Find as many opportunities as you can. And then when you're at those opportunities, don't worry about the failure because the idea is to get through the hours because every hour is a successful jump rather than every thought. You know what I mean? Every
Yeah.
focus on it.
That's very fair.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I am 22 at the moment. I'll be 23 at the end of the year. And what's kind of been tripping me out lately, like I said, I don't go to school anymore. I was supposed to be graduating in like 4 weeks, something like that. Crazy. So I feel like with this being the case, me being this age, I'm kind of like, what is going on? Just like as a general blanket statement everywhere. What was life like for you when you were 22? Did you have your shit figured out? And if not, what age does that come about? Do you
Never.
think?
Oof. So I was very confident. You know what I mean? So does that mean figured out? Like, okay, so young Billy wanted to travel, number one. Like, I want to be everywhere. Like, I don't want to settle down ever. So then at 22, I was doing a good job of that, right? When did I change was when Catherine got pregnant for like the subsequent 3 years. So like, was I ever looking towards the future? No. Was I always trying to have the most fun I could have at the moment? Yes. So like, what was life about? It was like saving up enough money to go to Costa Rica, or saving up enough money to buy a couple pounds and move somewhere else and flip it. Like, it was always about like this adventure to be had. And then when I kind of like, I guess 22 would be like right when I kind of have like, if you took the other side, 22 is when I settled down with Catherine. But oh my God, I was wild at 22. Like, that was I don't know, like, we would have a different perspective on that time period until Catherine got pregnant with Nava. And then it was like, well, shit, now I'm in this game. And that took me 2 to 3 years to really understand how deep in that game I was.
What's Catherine's perspective? Like you said, y'all have different perspectives
Well,
over it. What do you think hers is?
She had a live-in boyfriend at 22.
So oh, like she was your sugar mama.
Yeah, I think that's what
that's
what she wanted. You know what I mean? So at that age, Catherine wanted a big relationship more than me, and I was rejected. Like I was saying earlier, like, oh, this happened to you? Let's break up. Oh, you said you love me? Let's take a step back. Like any shit like that was never like, I was always like, whoa. Like, you're trying to tie me down forever. It's like, all right, a job too good you can't leave, a woman too good you can't leave, or your family's too strong of a pull, right? If you don't have any of those things, shit, ride the fuck out, dude. You might catch me in Thailand. You know what I mean? So like, the idea that she wanted to be tied down and I didn't, you know what I mean? That's my perspective of then. Now, what would she say? I don't think it would exactly be that. This would be a more contentious conversation if she was here.
Did you ever make it to Thailand?
No.
Bucket list or what? With Catherine? That'd be fun.
And Nava.
Now it's really far. Like, the reasons I wanted to go is like, what, they have this mushroom party on fucking Koh Samui, and Bangkok is this crazy like world of like drugs and sex, and it's like there's this like this allure to it when I was young that now I'm like, well, I'm fucking old. Do I want to, like, I'm gonna travel all the way around the world? I could just go fucking to Florida.
That's where you'd go?
Well, I don't know. Like, we've been talking about it, like, as a family, like, does Nava, so Catherine's getting us all passports, like, me and Nava are unpassported. And so Catherine wants us to go on a family vacation to Italy. But Catherine and Nava just went on this vacation to Georgia, the state. And it was rather difficult from what I gather. You know what I mean? It was like, Catherine's dragging Nava to all these places that she wants to go. Well, this is Catherine's Italian vacation. So Catherine's dragging Nava and Billy to Italy. Now, like,
you don't want to go?
Can you drag someone to Italy?
Yeah, I was about to say.
This
I was like,
this is the main question, right? So I haven't found the real time to ask Nava where she would want to go. Does she want to go? We're gonna we're gonna take a family vacation. Do you want to go to Italy or not? And if not, where do you want to go? You know what I mean? So like, and
That's
if you don't,
valid.
and if you don't want to go anywhere, we'll get somebody to come out. Like, we'll get Catherine's mom or sister, somebody to come stay at the house so Nava can kind of do her thing or something.
Hello. I'll take care of Nava. What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Why
wouldn't y'all go to
That's
France?
what she wants. What?
Like, why wouldn't y'all go to France? Didn't y'all have a foreign exchange?
Maybe that's where Nava wants to go.
And it's like she can hang out with.
I'm saying I'll bring up a couple different spots because I overall want to blame her for whatever vacation she doesn't like to have.
I go to Italy with Catherine. Like, would she be down?
Well, that's the way it really should be. Is that she should go to Italy with people that she likes, and that they want to do the same shit and do all the same shit, rather than you force your family to go do shit with you, right? On the other hand, you only got this little family. You got to want to be with them. Like I was telling her about the trip to Georgia. It's like, this is one of those things. This is one of these trips where you're like, we didn't do it for now. Like, this isn't for you. This is for later. Whenever you look back on now and you reminisce and you be like, my mom took me to Georgia and we went to this site and this site and this site and this is where I was born.
I mean, it would be cool to get her perspective, like, on what she wants to see and stuff. You know?
Yeah, and I'm saying, what do I care? Like, if you want to take me to Seattle, let's roll.
Yeah,
you
you
wanna
got a
take me
cool
to
kid.
Italy,
She'll pick something
Yeah.
cool.
let's
Yeah.
go. So me, I'm like, I'll roll with it. But like maybe Nava doesn't want to go to Italy, and me and Catherine can go to Italy. I'll say I'll ride, and I'll ride both vacations.
Talk to Nava about it, and then y'all should all put y'all's things on papers, and then you pull it out of the bowl, and whichever one is left is the one that y'all get to go to.
Oh yeah, but
Yeah.
that's only if there's contention. Like I'm saying is like, why does Catherine want to go somewhere that's going to be a contention with their daughter? Like try not to have your daughter hate you more after this than before this. So then you can blame her later in life. She picked this shit. Why the fuck did we go to fucking Oregon? You knew it was fucking going to rain here. Well, I wanted to go. And then she's like defending her choice rather than it the other way where she's hating on the choice. Make her defend herself rather than make her the hater. Because we'll hate.
Hating all day.
What's
Yep.
your favorite song right now, Billy?
Hating on me. And, all right, who's next up on this questions?
I got you. You and I talk relationship advice, settling a lot, like settling. And you told me that no matter what, people just settle. And I want to
100.
firmly like not believe that, because you were like, oh, like at some point you're gonna have to choose. Like, do you want like this like cool, intellectual, spiritual, creative man, or do you want to go for looks and money? Was what it sounded like.
Well, no, because it's not those aren't your only choices. I'm just saying in some situations
Is it
you're
people?
gonna settle. Like, you know what I mean? Like certain things. Like, I know you're not supposed to like rate people. You know what I mean? But like, so for me, how much does a fancy car like bump you? You know what I mean? Like you go up on my scale if you got a fancy car. I'm like, oh shit, fancy car, cool. Then if you can also, if you know where Orion's belt is in the fucking sky, damn, wow, you're really out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then you go to a house and it's clean. You know what I mean? And you're like, oh wow, this motherfucker's really kept together. You know
But
what I
can't
mean?
somebody have all of those? Isn't
but
there
then-
somebody out there that's supposed to have all of these things?
Yeah, but I'm saying,
hypothetically?
but then they got nasty feet. You know what I mean? Like they wear
I'll take
boots
them
like
to the salon.
how they like only wear combat boots with no socks. Like this has been their style since they were little. Their feet smell like shit and they look like
I'm
shit.
getting them a pair of socks.
So I'm saying it's like, and then they're like, you get them the socks and it's like this issue and they get all mad about it and they're like, dude, I don't do
Hopefully
that.
they don't get mad.
Bro, I don't do that. And then you gotta leave him because he gets all fucking mad.
Because
She
he
gets in
refuses
this
to wear
situation.
socks.
She gets all mad.
That's kind of crazy.
What I'm saying, I gave 3 really good qualities. Orion's like fucking hey, you know the Milky Way? What? You been out west? Fuck out of here.
I don't know. I just don't think that like there's somebody that will have all the traits that like. Yeah, I'll be like, dog, can you please just put on socks? Like, please.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I'm saying
But
being,
then is that,
being
like-
from a western state, does that negate no socks combat boots?
No.
Okay, how about like how many good qualities would somebody have to carry a gun on them? Open carry or conceal?
Like 0, because I'm not rocking with that. Like,
Like,
they'll
no
know that.
matter
Like
how
we're not
many.
gonna like be able
Like,
to coexist.
This is a borderline Joe Biden Democrat, 6 feet tall, lives in your zip code, has a good
Already
job.
don't want him if he lives in my zip code.
Like I'm saying, all the things, right? There's all the things there. But this is like this guy believes in the Second Amendment right to carry a firearm. I'll say it. So like that's what I'm saying. So like no, it's like to catch everything is almost impossible. And then once you fall into a relationship and then you actually learn about somebody, then what do you do about all those good parts? You just say, fuck it. I don't care about this, like this little thing versus all these other things. You know what I mean? So then it's like, so what don't I like about Catherine? You want to, we could spend some time on it. What
Oh my
do
god.
I like?
No. No.
What do I
No.
like,
She's so
Catherine?
lovely.
What
Yeah,
do
no.
I like,
Catherine
Catherine?
is
We could
great.
spend some time on it too. You know what I mean? And at what point did I find out what about Catherine? And I was like, But then I was like, well, I like all these other parts, right?
But like, also, had it
And then
always been there, and you didn't?
I bet a lot of relationships it tips over. So you start off over here with all this like, wow, this person's great, and you don't have anything to hate on them about. And then all of a sudden you get something to hate on them about, and that you don't see anything else to like them. But there's still more and more. And so you get up here, get up here, get up here, get up here. But then once you match up and you've seen all their shit, you've seen all the crap, then you're like, you look over at them and you're like, well, but I love them. I've been with them all this time. We already have this and this and this together. Well, maybe when my kid graduates, or like whenever this milestone happens, and then this motherfucker develops a drinking habit and a gut, and it's like, oh shit, he's drinking every night. Fuck, and he's fucking heavy as fuck. Damn. I'm over here with this much that I liked about him, and now I'm over here with this much. But shit, we got these 3 kids, and I'm trying to get them through. Blah blah. Fuck. So really, like, you spend a whole life of settling for what some other motherfucker does. If you want to stay with someone, if you like the idea of constantly fucking in and out, then you're always looking for somebody. You're like, I liked you, but your feet stink. Gotta go. After you could just be like, I like this. I'll learn to like that stink. That might not be the best example. Any other questions tonight?
No. I think that's it. I mean, I'm done.
Anyways, open floor. It might be the last time the Glassmith gals ever get to talk to me again.
Ever. Period. You're
Any
never
questions
gonna
back
talk to us.
there?
Okay.
Oh. Whoop. Back there? Y'all got questions?
Peanut gallery.
All right. Let's get out of here.
I do have a question.
Real.
Glassmith softball team.
Yeah, Glassmith softball team. We get T-shirts. We do the whole shebang.
Mm-hmm.
Cosmic Cowboy would play against us.
Uh-huh.
We get like all the smoke shops.
Battle
in
of the
Austin,
smoke
like,
shops.
into it, and they like we have
They'll
like, an
lose.
intramural league,
Bad.
and we go and we play.
I think we should get the uniforms first.
That's our first issue.
So down.
Yeah. Once the uniforms are acquired, then we can figure out the rest.
Because we like thought about numbers, and we definitely have nine people.
We do, but we're heavy on people.
And if anybody gets hurt-
Can I be number
got like
7?
4 or 5 people.
No, I
Wait,
think
get Caitlyn. I can be 77, I guess.
Okay.
I can't play, but I can make the shirts with my
You
cricket
Oh,
machine.
yeah.
you can't.
Dude,
you
that's
can play
hype.
maybe for a
But
little
this
while,
isn't-
and then
yeah.
whenever
Oh,
you're
yeah,
out of
you're
season,
right.
Verge will come and take over for you. Because Verge is not gonna be a
You can be our
100%
coach.
committer. You can be our third base. You can be our third base coach, Keller.
I'll play third base.
Yes. Maybe umpire.
Okay.
Claire's the pitcher, right?
Do you want me to be the pitcher, Tiana?
Like I think you're good at it.
Okay.
I want to hit the ball.
So true.
I don't really know how to play. Like, I've never
I'll
played
teach you.
softball.
Caitlyn, I'm gonna get a wiffle ball set for us.
You're giving like good at catching, and like getting people out. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Real.
Are you fast?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Caitlyn runs.
Caitlyn's batting
Used
first.
to run.
Caitlyn's batting first.
Put me up
Okay,
there.
that was my only question.
Yeah.
All
So
right.
Glassmith softball team?
I'm down.
She's happening.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it.
Check our stats on Instagram.
All right, y'all. Make sure you like and subscribe. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, anywhere you can find us. Come to our 3 shops. 2512 Rio Grande, 1906 East Cesar Chavez, 1606 East 6th Street, and then pretty soon 2039 Airport Boulevard, right next to the Skylark, historic Skylark Lounge. For Clara, Caitlyn, Keller, Billy, y'all have a wonderful night. Thank you very much, Glassmith Gals.
Whoop whoop.